Okay, Hey Jude, this is part two. These are the simple hand-friendly chords, first position chords. And so the thing to remember is don't be too hard on yourself. This takes a while if you're not used to it. It takes a little while, so please be gentle with yourself and just give yourself permission to sound awful to start with, not to make a joke of it, but really it takes a little practice. Okay, so slow and steady wins the race. Just take your time and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the ride. So this is a lot of fun, and if it's not fun, I'm not doing something properly, and we should go from there. But let me show you how this goes. First part, then we'll do the second part too. Okay, so this is in key of D. So the chords that we need are pretty straightforward. There's a D. There's going to be a D7, which looks like a D, except it's kind of backwards. So instead of first finger on the second fret of the G string, ring finger on the third fret of the B string, and second finger on the second fret of the E string, we put second finger on the second fret of the G string, first finger on the first fret of the B string, and ring finger on the second fret of the E string. So it's kind of backwards. So the D sounds like this, and the D7 sounds like that. They're pretty similar, but the one you want is actually both of them. You want the D, D7. And we want an A. That's fingers 1, 2, 3 on the second fret of the D, the G, and the B. And we're going to get an A7 too. And that one's really easy. So you're just going to lift up your naughty finger, second finger. There's your A7 right there. So A, A7. We need a G, which we can play like this. Ring finger on the third fret of the low E string, the sixth string. Second finger on the second fret of the A string, and pinky finger on the third fret of the high E string or one string. There's your G right there. Now we also need a B minor, and that was a little more difficult. We're going to play that with the 4 inside strings, though. We're not going to play the 2 E's at either end. We're going to play the notes that are on the A string, the D string, the G string, and the B string. And how that's going to work is first finger on the second fret of the A string. That gives you your B, your root. Ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string, pinky finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and second finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And that sounds like this. Pretty, right? That B minor is really pretty, I think. Now we've got an E minor too, which is very similar to an E. So if you're used to playing an E like this, with your second finger on the second fret of the A, ring finger on the second fret of the D, and first finger on the first fret of the G, all you need for the E minor is lift up your first finger, and then there's your E minor. D minor we did, and A we did already, and that's pretty much it. That's all the chords that we need. So I would practice moving between those guys, just getting your hands in the right spot. Your D, your A7, your G, your B minor, your E minor, your D7, and your A. The chord patterns that we're going to use for Hey Jude, the first part, like so. D, A, A7, D. So, Hey Jude. Now you'll notice that I'm strumming 4 strums for the singing part, right? 4 strums down, and that's to help me count. Hey, 1, 2, 3, don't make it 1, 2, 3. Take a sad 2, 3 and make it better 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to change up. That's the line that goes, remember to let her into your heart, and then you can start to make it better. And it's almost exactly the same except for the end part. So remember, that's a G. Your heart, 2, 3, 4, then you can start 2. Now here we changed more quickly to the A7 and then back to the D. So in this case, we have 1 count of 4 for the G, 1 count of 4 for the D, and 1 count of 2 and then one count of 2 for the A, and then one count of 2 for the A7, and the D gets 4. And what that sounds like is, remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. And remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. So the first part, basically that pattern repeated twice. Pretty straightforward, right? And it's just the chords that we talked about. Now the pattern changes for the B part. We're going to go D7, G, B minor, E minor, G, A7, D. It's very. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. One more time. And anytime you feel the G, hey, B minor, E minor, and G, A7, and D. And then it's almost the same for the next part. For D7, know that it's a G, B minor, E minor, and G, A7, and D. Da 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 D, D, D7, A7, and then repeats. Hey Jude, don't let me down. Yeah, you have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start. And A minor, A to A7, to make it better. And that's essentially all the changes for the song, and all playable in the first position here, all hand-friendly chords, D, A7, G, B minor, E minor, D7, and A. So Anisha, I hope that's useful, and just stick with it. Just keep at it. All right, I will help you as much as I can anytime you want. All right, I'll talk to you soon.